Literally, I was gonna start this video like, yo, warm weather vibes, baby. It's gonna be hot and humid. This is a dope freight. Stop. It's 57 degrees outside. Mother Nature is straight tripping. Fall is literally a hop, skip, and a jump away from a couple of weeks of knocking on your door and saying, hey, bitch, pull out the Timberlands. Enjoy your life. Spend time with your family because at any point, an asteroid is gonna bust through the ozone layer and assassinate us all. But while we're doing that in the process and we have some warm afternoons, Roja was dope enough to send me a little care package with a warm weather freshie that we're gonna visit today. Let's roll my motherfucking music so we can smell Oceania before we all die. Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. So as I mentioned, Roja sent me a care package. Shout out to Roja. And one of the fragrances in there was none other than Roja's Oceania. Very cool box. I do think the box is funky, especially when you open it at some point this week. Bam. This is how it sits with the little waves crashing and shit. So fucking cute. And look at the bottle. The bottle is just lit. Still got the plastic on that shit. I'll leave it on with the blue gems. I mean, like my blue balls, they're glistening. Listen, I'll give you the note breakdown of this fragrance. I've worn this fragrance twice. And I'm gonna give you the note breakdown, which is 78,000 notes, as most Roja fragrances are. And then I'm gonna give you my interpretation and thoughts of this beast. So let's go. Mandarin, lavender, lemon, grapefruit, lime, bergamot, rosemary, thyme, Litsia, Cuba, okay. Violet, geranium, jasmine, sandback, ylang ylang, iris, cedar, moss, musk, vetiver, galbanum, juniper, berry, sandalwood, vanilla, lavender, and benzoin. I mean, I think Roja goes for like the Guinness Book of World Records. Let me see how many fucking notes and ingredients I could fit in a pretty ass bottle. Cause, I mean, very few people doing sexy, glamorous fucking bottles like this one. It's bejeweled and shit all over. Like it's a 1980s denim jacket that you just fucking stamp jewels all over that shit and like said white snake in the back. So I'm gonna spray this shit on test strip and let you know my thoughts of Roja's Oceania, which is their warm weather vibes. So right from rip, you get a nice blast of citrus. Now what I am getting from the opening of this fragrance is this lemony, ylang ylang, musky vibe right from rip. Now it's not your traditional citrus, aquatic, salty vibe. It does have those nuances, but for me, it's like a really big punch of lemony, ylang ylang musk right from the opening. I mean, it's got some density. You could just tell that it's trying to stray away from that designer saltwater aquatic vibe, but still keep a little bit of that shit like in the cut. But the ylang ylang here for me and the musk is a real power puncher from opening to dry down, especially on the skin. Now for me in the beginning, around 20 to 25 minutes, there's just a big tartness here. There's a tart lemon vibe here that's almost like naranja agria, which is essentially sour oranges. So I'm getting like this sour orangey, musky thyme opening with a little bit of woods, but really again, that musky ambergris-ish type of density is what's forming at the beginning. It just smells like citrusy sour nut everywhere, which doesn't bother me because, you know, sometimes my shit comes out a little sour. Now after that 20 to 25 minute mark, when it starts living in the heart of the fragrance, it's florals everywhere. It's just floral, 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 a little bit of sprinkle of salt on floral, 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 still got that musk, still got that ambergris-ish vibe, until the base. The base of this fragrance just goes like this, bro. Fucking everywhere. You don't know where you want to go. You got vetiver punches here. You got musk still chilling, annoying you. You got iris throwing its powdery ass everywhere. You got sprinkles of vanilla. I mean sprinkles. I mean like a drop, like a of vanilla just sprinkled in there. And then you got this dry combination from the vetiver and moss. Now, somehow with this fucking kerfufflery of fragrance notes, it does work really nicely on my skin and performs quite decent. It's about 7-hour mark, which is a little bit on the higher end when it comes to a fresh fragrance. And I think for me personally, it has to do with, again, that repetitive musk ambergris kind of vibe that I get from this fragrance. For me, this fragrance is all about the dry down. For me, the dry down is really where everything comes together, although it's going every which way possible, still marries very nicely on my skin. It projects itself very decently. I'm not gonna sit here and say that this is a powerhouse fragrance. It is absolutely not a powerhouse fragrance, but 7 hour for a freshie, I mean, considering that them shits barely fucking last, this one is doing quite well. For me, this is not Roja's usual super glamorous, very flashy and bougie type fragrance. For me, this is like, I wanna put something in a safe space. I wanna still keep it, you know, upper echelon, sexy, so you have some fire shit, but you don't have to think too much about reaching for this fragrance. For me, this fragrance works very well. It smells beautifully when it's dried down and does work for me, but it's only a half a ball spray. Here we go. That's it. Half a ball spray. Love the look though. Fucking, I mean, who does bottles like that? She's so beautiful. Super solid fragrance, not a full ball spray. It's only a half a ball spray. But listen, Roja, you can't knock them all out of the fucking park. Well, I mean, you knock out a lot. Let me know what you guys think of Oceania. Is it super dope for you? Do you feel the same way that I do? Or was it a complete dud for you? Let me know. I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know what is biggest in the game? Smooches.
What's fresh? Who's best? Wanna know who's gonna pass the test? For the fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.